Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of Ask Lou Anything. Like I always do, if you missed the last question from the last episode, we always like to review to give you a chance to see what the question was. It was from my good friend Maya, so let's check out her question.
Hey, real quick question for you. What are some characteristics or traits that you like to see in women but you don't see often in women?
If you didn't get to check out my answer, please do. It's one of my favorite questions I've answered thus far, but I love all the questions I get. But this one today, let's dive right back in. It's from my own cousin, Trevor Wallace, T-Dub, the one and only. I've already seen his question, seen his video, and I think it's an amazing question. I feel like a lot of people in their mind, if not text message me or call me, have asked me this before. So let's check out his question and see what he had to ask.
What's going on, Lou, and to anybody else who's watching right now? My name is Trevor, and please excuse the dark circles around my eyes. A brother is tired. Anyway, my question for you, Lou, is how in the hell do you stay so positive all the time, man? I feel like it'll be really good for a lot of us to hear your strategy on how do you maintain your positive attitude, your positive outlook on life. Even when the going gets tough, I understand that you do have to keep on trucking no matter what. You can't fold under pressure. But I just want to know specifically your strategy. Thank you for having me on. And yeah, let's see what you got.
How do I stay positive every day? First things first, I want to say you don't have to be happy all the time. Trying to be happy is exhausting. Positivity and happiness is different. You have a choice to be happy. You also have a choice to find the positive in everything. So there's a few practices I do when I wake up. Just to get that out the way, I pray every morning when I wake up. Pray to God. Different prayer every morning, but with the same intention. I do yoga in the morning, get a good stretch, so then I free my mind and I free my body right off the bat. It allows me just to feel good throughout the day. My parents, I'm in a group chat with my family. They send me a Bible scripture every morning. I talk with them. Then I have a group chat called the Safe Space with my closest friends and family where we discuss things. And these things are set in place so I find comfort in my space. So I'm literally helping my space every day by having these things in place. The biggest thing I want to get across, I want you guys to hear me with this. Like, this is why I'm so glad that Trevor asked me this question. Because me and him talk every day. We literally do a wordplay game every day where we go back and forth. I send him a word. He tells me what he thinks about the word. So I like that we have that communication. But what I want to say is I allow myself to break down, to break through. So like when I'm sad, if I'm mad, like if I face those emotions, I don't try to kick them to the curb or push them to the side or ignore them, or neglect them, because that's when stuff builds up, and that's when it starts to destroy you. I'm no longer afraid of those type of things, though they have no control over me. Like, I am not afraid of the darkness anymore. I can now stand in the darkness and create my own light. Literally, I now know that I have control of everything I want to do. Life, I'm gonna be honest with you, life is crazy. Life is insane. A lot of things going on around me where I'm just like, that don't make no sense, but that ain't my business. What's going on in here is my business. What I do is my business. What goes on around me, that's their business. You feel me? So like the thing about it is I know what I can control. So when I have a bad day, I let that bad day live. There'll be days where I won't send a text message to anybody. I won't call anybody. I won't talk to anybody, because that's my time to get myself back to me. I don't want to spread negativity to somebody else's life. I don't want to make somebody else feel the way I want to, the way I feel. I'm trying to vibrate back to a good feeling. And sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes a day. Sometimes it takes a week. Sometimes it takes longer. But we feel like we have to be happy all the time. We feel we have to have a smile on our face all the time, or just, skip and just, woo, yeah, man, have a great day. Top of the morning to you. Nonsense. We are humans. See, my younger self, I was like, nah, I avoided it. I avoided the pain. I avoided the sadness. That's not the right formula. Literally, it's going to find you, attack you at the worst possible time when you're not prepared. And when that breakdown happens, you're not going to have that breakdown, have a breakthrough. That breakdown happens to literally bring your life to a halt. And then you have no idea what to do. So when I go through these emotions, when I'm sad, I allow myself to be sad. I hate when people say, if you cry, it makes you weak. Nah, dummy. Stop that nonsense. Be who you are. If you gotta cry, let them tears flow. If you gotta be mad safely, but let it out. Like, you cannot have this all pent up inside of you. Those are the things we have to do, because being able to process those things help us process everything else in life. So when you're avoiding things in your personal life, when you get hit something in the real life, you're not prepared for it because you didn't put the work in your own life. If you start here, you're prepared for everything else out in the world. The disappointment, the sadness, the pain, when things don't go your way. Because you did the inner work, the outer work has no chance against you. So I just want you guys to hear those things, because a lot of people ask me that question, how do I stay positive? It's hard. There are days where I'm like, I'm not positive. There are days where I'm not happy. There are days where I'm just like, but hey, I allow myself to be, but I always find some way to get back, because I have these practices and things set in place that allow me to be me, and I continue to do inner work each and every day. It's a beautiful process, and I enjoy the journey. So Trevor, thank you for allowing me to answer that. It was therapeutic for me, and I appreciate all you guys' questions. I'm looking forward to the next question. And thank you guys again for tuning in to another episode of Ask Blue Anything. Y'all have a great day.